I was saying that I was proud of him for, I don't know if you saw what him and Miley did, and they bought like 120 tacos for all the healthcare workers at their local hospital. So I was texting him saying that like it was awesome what they were doing and stuff like that.
Hello.
Hi, beautiful. How are you?
I'm so good. This is so weird. I'm usually chatting to you on a stage in front of thousands of people, but instead we're just stuck in phones talking to each other in front of thousands of people. That's a bit weird.
I know. Yeah, this is new, but the world is crazy right now. So yeah,
we're adapting. Well, yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. The world is crazy right now. The reason why we're doing recess is because everyone's kind of feeling pretty overwhelmed at the moment. So we thought, let's take a little break from the news and have a good old recess snack. So thanks for joining us. And I want to do a vibe check and see how you're doing, because this is some crazy shit going on.
I'm doing pretty good. Like, it's really nice to be at home with my family, and like us, like we're doing puzzles, like there's a giant puzzle on the table next to me, and like we're just like finding all these fun things to do together, which is really nice. So definitely loving that side of it, but for sure like missing the outside world. So but my vibe's pretty good. You always got to stay positive, so trying to keep the vibe up for sure.
Absolutely. And if I could be isolated with anyone in the world, I think your beautiful mum would be up there. She's just the sweetest lady in the world. And I might just come on over to the Simpsons residence and just adopt me, maybe.
It's a fun place to be in quarantine, I'll say. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, mum, we've been having lots of fun.
Bless her. Now I want to know, everyone's jumping on House Party, this app. Are you I mean, of course, just you're away from your brother Cody, who is in the States right now. Are you jumping on House Party with him and Miley and just having some wild family catch-ups on the video chat?
Yeah, there's been lots of FaceTimes. Like my phone is constantly dead because all I'm doing is like FaceTime. But yeah, we've been doing a lot of FaceTime with them and like seeing what they've been up to in quarantine, and it's nice. Like it's good. Like, and then I can just talk to all my friends and stuff too. So yeah, House Party was fun.
Yeah, it gets a little wild. I mean, I don't want to condone this, but I got a little lit on House Party the other night, and I didn't really remember getting to bed. I was like, I woke up the next morning, like, I know I didn't go out, and so I got to bed, but I just don't remember the steps.
House Party. Yeah, it's like you're
got a little wild.
So
now your bro just shaved his head for charity.
Yeah.
Are you going to be doing something like that in isolation? Just
I don't
going
know.
wild?
I don't know if I'll be going to those measures. I've been seeing like every day, like 100 quarantine, like start cutting your own hair. Like I don't think it's the best idea. But no, I won't be doing it. My dad just did it because Cody nominated my dad, so he jumped on board. So he just posted that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to convince my little brother, but his hair's too cool. He doesn't want to cut it off.
Yeah, I get that. And like, I mean, it's very different for guys. my head is so huge. I just don't think I could pull off the cue ball.
Me too. I'm queen around here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we best keep our hair then. We'll donate in some other ways. Okay. Exactly. So I want people, you've obviously got a lot of fans that are jumping on here today. I want them to use that questions box, because we're going to try and get to that as soon as we can. So if anyone's got any questions, we'll get to that a little bit later. But, you know, the whole reason why we're doing this is to have a snack. So I think it's time that we dip into the lunch box. Can you tell me what you got today?
I don't have a cute box with me. I've just got my bag of snacks.
No, that's okay. I mean, I really had to, you know, do the attention to detail for this series. So, okay, Quinn, let me know what your snack is. What do you got today?
My snack is Harvest Snaps. I don't know if you've ever had this.
Yeah. I've gorged on them before.
Like it says like less than 100 calories like per serving, but like for me, I eat like a whole bag in one sitting, so it's probably not the best idea. But they're so my snack.
Yeah, I mean, I love these healthy snacks, but it's like once you have 85 bags of them, it really just probably tips over into being not so healthy.
Yeah, not so healthy, like 100%. What's your snack?
Okay, so I've also got something super healthy as well. I've got Tiny Teddies.
I love Tiny Teddies.
really good for that iso bod. Just
this whole like trying to work out from home thing is like so harder than I thought. I'm like always trying to find new workouts like on YouTube and like online and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one thing to do the working out, like that's fine, but it's just like the constant eating that probably just levels everything out here.
I love all those memes where it's like you're not eating, like you're not hungry, you're bored.
100%. Okay, now I just want to, just for nostalgia's sake, look at that little guy. And did you ever like eat the ears?
Yeah, I would eat the ears and then the feet, like fully break it down.
Oh my God, such a dedication. Now you grew up on the Gold Coast, but then when you were, I think you were in year 7, you guys moved over to the States. What was that like, just kind of packing up your life at such a young age and just like going to the other side of the world? That must have been pretty crazy.
Oh my gosh, I was so distraught. Like, I did not want to leave my friends. And, like, because I was in grade 7, so I was super young. And, like, I had my crush at school and, like, all my friends. And I really didn't want to leave. But, like, it was so exciting because we moved, obviously, because Cody got discovered and signed a record label. So we, like, decided to pick up as a family and go to the States and thought, like, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But, like, it did, and so grateful for that. But at the time, I didn't want to leave school, like anything like that. So it was hard.
Did you throw any tantrums? Were you like slamming the door and be like, I don't want to go?
I didn't throw any tantrums. I just had lots of crying. And like me and my best friend, Sophie at the time, you just couldn't tear us apart. We just cried and hug, and like it was so sad.
Oh God. And then so you went to the States and you did homeschooling. What was that like to be homeschooled? Because that's a different vibe.
Yeah, it's such a different vibe. And I mean, yeah, I went to school till grade 7, and then once we moved to the States, like we really wanted to go to a school over there, and we sort of like looked around, but basically got like thrown right on tour with Cody. So it was like mum and dad wanted to keep the family all together, and we didn't want to have like me and my little brother Tom like just going to school and Cody being on tour and us being away from dad and mom and all that. So like they wanted to keep us all together, so we decided to all go on tour, and then basically got like a teacher to come with us on the 2 of us. So we'd just sit in the back room and we'd all have our books and like do like same thing as school, like you'd go through the classes and then you'd have lunch and like all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely an interesting experience, but I loved it. Like I got to travel the world and stuff, so I feel like there was so much learning in that, and like I learned so much just from like living my life as well. But I guess it's like the social side of school I probably missed.
Yeah,
like the school dances and all that kind of stuff. I didn't get to do any of that, but I wouldn't change it for the world because I'm so grateful for where I'm at, and where everybody's at. So yeah,
I mean, I don't know how you would have like focused on times tables when it's like a full crowd of screaming girls. Like I'm just gonna go side of stage and I'll maybe do maths later.
That's exactly what it was like. Like Cody and I would be on the back of the school bus literally doing like an algebra test, and there would be like girls out the front. Like we would always like poke our heads out the window, like hold up our book, like we're doing school, we can't come out yet, like we'll come out soon. It was really funny, and it definitely was hard to focus sometimes with all the craziness going on, for sure.
Oh yeah, I bet. Now we've received a gorgeous little picture here.
Look at me, I'm so tiny.
I mean, I just want to squeeze those little cheeks. The cutest little thing I've ever seen.
I was like the thing, like I was just known for the cheeks, and I love my little ribbons because I was like all through school I was such a perfectionist about my hair and like how I was gonna style it, and like my ponytails had to be like so slick, and if there was one bump I would like have a tantrum, and like mum would be like helping me, she's like it's fine, and I'm like it's not perfect.
Oh my gosh, the bumps could never
happen. So it had to be like perfect with the blue ribbon, like so funny. That photo's I think that was probably in prep.
Well, okay, so this came through and I was like, hold up, you went to All Saints. That was like the rival school to my school, which was Somerset.
Oh,
I never knew this about you.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, All Saints is an awesome school, and I'm so glad my little brother's going there now. But that's so funny you went to Somerset.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say the words that we would say for each of the schools, but I think you know what the schoolyard words.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take that offline.
Yeah.
Okay, so whenever I catch up with you, I just want to get a little bit of a sense check from you. You always have really awesome advice, not just for young girls, but for girls in general, because you're really open about, you know, going through those awkward years when you were growing up. So I just want to check back in on that and get a little bit of a sense check from you about how you're doing now and how you sort of got past those years of not feeling great with inside your body.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's something that, you know, every person would grow up, you know, dealing with, whether, you know, you're self-conscious about like your body or your skin, or like, and it's hard, like when you're growing up in school, you're like going through puberty and like going through all these weird changes, and like obviously you're taking things a lot more personally because you're not grown into yourself yet. And like me, like for me, like 100%, like we've spoken about this before, like I definitely had my struggles with like body confidence, and like, you know, you still do, like to this day. Like I feel like that doesn't ever go away. Like it's more about like finding something like within you, and if you're like happy, like personally on the inside, I feel like that's just going to show on the outside, and you just have to like think about being and just surrounding yourself with people that like love you for you, and stuff like that. Like that's just been a big thing for me. But yeah, growing up in the public eye was hard because like I was doing things in front of everyone all the time, and like everyone always obviously had something to say about my body or about, you know, whatever it was, like face, anything like that. And that's hard when you're like 12, 13, 14, and you're like, well, like, is it true? Like you start self-doubting yourself because you're like, why saying these things? Like, is that true? Like you just take it personally. And I think like that is to get to the place I'm at now of just being like so comfortable like in my own skin that I feel like what other people have to say like doesn't bother me as much anymore, just because I'm happy, and I think that's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, I've learned that the trolls are always going to be there. It's just about kind of like building yourself and
Totally.
being able to get them out, because they're just very sad people. Anyway, we won't give them any airtime. I want to talk about a couple of your projects that you've got. Of course, before you went into isolation, you had a little bit of a tease. You went over to the States and you filmed something. So I was wondering if you can tease a little bit about what that project is.
Yeah, I landed my first film. It's an independent film. Acting is something that's very new for me, and I was sort of just like self-taping auditions here at home a couple months ago, and this one I was like grateful enough to be able to land. And this was before the world was sort of going crazy. Like there was a little bit about it, but it wasn't nowhere near as bad as it is now. And they flew me over, and I was supposed to be staying there for about a month to shoot the film. The film's called Linked, by the way. I can say the title. It's called Linked.
Ooh.
But yeah, so they came over to shoot it for a month, but then everything started happening, and then they realized they needed to like super fast track the film and get it done so I could fly home, because otherwise I would have been stuck in the States and not being able to get back into Australia, you know, with like border closures or like lockdowns in California, like all of that stuff. So they were like, we need to shoot all of Alli's scenes, and I was supposed to be there for a month, but ended up being there for like less than 2 weeks, and they shot like all my scenes in 3 days. Like that's to reschedule the whole thing just to get me home. A bit lovely, but it was such a cool experience. And like now I feel like with acting, like it's a new thing for me. Like I've done a little bit in the past, but like actually shooting a film was so cool, and like I found this new love of mine, which is awesome. So yeah, super excited about it, and I can't wait for everyone to see it.
Amazing. And do you know when we're gonna be able to see that, or is that still under wraps?
Don't know when, but hopefully sooner than later. I know like the editors are going crazy because like they can edit, they're at home, so
yeah.
Obviously a priority. So not sure when, but I will for sure like be keeping everyone updated on my socials about it.
Okay, amazing. Well, we'll hopefully stay tuned for a bit of an ISO treat, and we'll get that soon. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna take a question. All right, we've got Emily Rose here who says, any tips for clear skin? I mean, this is a really great one for right now. A lot of people in ISO trying to get their regime on point.
I would have a breakout, and I'm like, oh, like the ISO snacks are really getting to me. But I think for clear skin, like, you know, you can say like you can do all these skincare routines. Like I just put up my ISO skincare routine on YouTube actually. And that helps, but I am like a big believer in like what you put in is what comes out. And that is like, you know, if you are being unhealthy or you're like eating, you know, bad snacks or you're drinking too much, like you are going to break out because you're putting it in and it's going to come back out because your body's like hating you for it. So my tips have always just been like drink water. Like I think that's like water and lemon. Like I feel like that's a huge one with skin and like being able to like stay glowing in your face.
Okay, well, I remembered to do my hot lemon water this morning for the first time in like 4 months. So hopefully I'll have skin like yours tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I forgot to do mine this morning too. So I need to have to
take your own advice. Okay, I reckon it's time that we do our little makeup challenge. So basically what we're going to do, we've got 2 minutes and we're going to try and recreate the makeup that we used to do when we were teenagers. So we're going to start the clock now.
While we do it, I have a funny story. Well, the clock started, right? We started.
Yeah, we're on.
Okay, so when
I'm taking off my brows first, by the way.
Oh, you're really committing to this. Yeah,
I'm really taking them off.
I don't know if you guys can see. This is glitter eyeliner. So when I'm going to use a little
bit. Yes.
When I was at school, not at school, like on tour and stuff, I went through this crazy phase of being so obsessed with glitter. I would literally go out to like, if I was like going to a bar or a club or something, I'd take little vials of glitter with me and like put it
always
all
have to have it on you. Okay, you're really good at this, but I'm just gonna I always try to do like a huge flick out the side here, which was not cute at all, but for the purposes of this, there we go.
Oh my God. I love that seriously, you're gonna look way better than me.
Sweetie, no, I look like Cleopatra. Okay, so I hear you on the glitter. So I needed it all around here.
Yes, I did the same. I used to put like literal gold glitter and like tap it all over my face, and I'd attack my entire family with it.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to watch a few more of your videos because this isn't going well for me. Oh wow. Okay. And I really I almost forgot. I loved. Why does yours look good? Okay.
Oh, my glitter.
Okay, I really needed pink all the time.
You what?
A pink. I just had to have pink shadow all the time.
Really? I was just the biggest glitter person. Like I had like a little glitter applier. Like a glue and you have it on your chin and then you tap it on. Like,
okay, there's our 2 minutes. So by the bell. And okay, did you ever have like this kind of pink, like frosty? Wow. Okay.
You look stunning.
You know what? Once ISO's over, this is my look. This is my debut look when I go.
I think you could 100% bring this back. Like, you are peaking right now.
Okay, this is also showing how overgrown my brows are. I'm gonna have to this afternoon. I can't go into
like hair, eyebrows, my nails.
Okay, I think they look
like
stunning.
Grown out so grossly.
Let's just keep right back here for the rest of the. Okay, so let's do a little chatterbox truth or dare. Let's move on from this mess. Now, okay, I've got to bring up. Look, we're trying to make this a really. This is a full show. We've got all the bells and whistles here. Okay, so you know how this goes. Choose a color. Sorry, what was that? Oh, she's breaking up.
I choose.
Okay.
I got you. I choose purple.
PLE. Oh gosh.
Okay. Number
3.
Is it 3?
Okay, let's do 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
This is too good.
Okay, we've got a truth here.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring up the truth for you. You should be. Okay, the truth is, what is the last text message you sent Cody?
Let me check. I've got my phone here. I'm going live on my little brother's phone right now. The last text message I sent Cody. Oh, I was saying that I was proud of him for, I don't know if you saw what him and Miley did, and they bought like 120 tacos for all the healthcare workers at their local hospital. So I was texting him saying that like it was awesome what they were doing and stuff like that. So
yeah, I saw that. Those pictures were amazing, and it's just so great that they're kind of taking their, you know, their high profile and they're putting it into something that's really good. So I just think that's so amazing that they did that.
Yeah, I love doing stuff like that, like Miley with her new show, like constantly of fun ways to do that, so it's really nice.
They're amazing. Well, that was the school bell, which means recess is over. Oh my gosh, and I've just seen myself again. It's terrifying. Queen, I want to give you a little promo time. A little promo time. Do you want to shout anything out right now? Shout anyone out? Anyone that needs a little bit of spotlight right now?
Oh, I mean, I just want to say shout out to all the healthcare workers right now and all like the people all around the world in every hospital just doing their thing to like try and save people's lives. I think 100% would say shout out to them.
Well said. Thank you so much for joining us today. Stay safe with your family, and hopefully I'll get to see you in person soon.
Oh no! Hopefully you, me, and Mum can have a wine or something when this is all over. I
would love that at the surf club on the GC. Love that.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, Queen. Thank you.
Bye. Oh, bye.
If you're not feeling okay, that's totally okay right now. Things are pretty overwhelming. Lots of great services out there. You've got Headspace at headspace.org.au, or you can call Lifeline on 13 11 14. Lots of people out there who are going to help you.